Folks, welcome to Sports Focus. We got a jam-packed show. A lot of things to talk about. NBA Finals. Don't mind these two. First off, here we go, Mr. McIntosh and Mr. Civils. Oh, he's doing it. First off,
Kids bowl free!
Kids bowl free. That's right. Say it again.
Kids bowl free!
That's right. Kids do bowl free. Get your cheering out there and bowling for free.
Cheering.
That's right. For the Silver Lane. All right, let's.
The people in bowling free.
You can bowl free. I like that though. You can bowl free. All registered kids can bowl free. So do it. All right. Now we touched on the ESPN spectacular show, OJ Made in America.
There's a lot of interesting stuff on that.
A lot of interest. I don't know if you got a chance to.
I watched a little bit of it.
And you watched a little of it too.
It's some.
You know what interesting part I saw? You know, after he went to his thing, murder trial, with his trial for robbery.
The robbery.
And you saw everybody there who was against the prosecutor. She was there and stuff. I'm like, wow. It is about a book. And the judge come walking there. She coming there.
She made sure she get the 33.
Yeah, she was.
You ain't gonna give up that $33 million he was supposed to pay in the civil, but you're gonna get due these 33 years.
Right.
But you know, OJ, I found interesting about OJ is Mr. Marcus Allen. When because I heard about that. I remember Al Davis, the late great Al Davis. He said, "Yeah, I got some stuff on you, Marcus," and that's when they started having that beef. And I think Al Davis knew about it, and now it seems like Marcus Allen was messing around with Nicole.
You didn't know that?
Well, I knew that, but I mean, like that really bothered OJ, and I wonder. It seemed like that pushed him over the top.
What they said.
But they was divorced. They was like separated, divorced or whatever.
But the biggest thing was he saw them in the throes of passion.
Yeah.
But he walked away. And he came back and told them, well, you can't be doing that out in the open because what if I would have been coming in with the kids?
Exactly.
So if he was going to kill them, that was the perfect time to do it.
Well,
OJ, I'm saying about that one.
OJ in my book is still a slime ball. And I know they asked Marcus Allen that question. He didn't know. I never messed with her. No. But
so my guy say no.
He said no to that. No, when they asked him, did he mess with Nicole and all that?
You better say no. He know OJ getting out soon.
He still got a long way to go. But if you get a chance, it's on ESPN on demand. Just watch it. It's
interesting.
Really interesting, and really America, how far we come in, and it shows how much the country was truly divided when the verdict came out.
Segregated.
Woo-wee. That
was the Great Divide.
Oh, you talk about it. And then in our time we actually saw this.
I know.
That black, white.
But you think about when he first came into the Great Divide back then, as he was a child coming up playing football. They were divided then, and then this is what 94 when this happened.
Yeah.
Once again, another big divide.
Worst thing about it is he always wanted to be on the other side of the divide.
Yeah.
And he worked his butt off to get to the other side of the divide. Then as soon as he got in trouble, they tossed him right on back to the side that he came from.
That's the thing.
And I think that's what soured him the most.
I'm going to leave it at that. Go check it out. OJ Made in America on ESPN. Each part is 2 hours long. So it's really interesting.
I'll take it.
And also be a little sketchy with the children watching it because part 4 actually shows the pictures. I don't know if you got that far in watching it, but they actually showed the pictures of the bodies.
Ooh.
Yeah. They didn't block it out. They didn't do anything. So, yeah. And that's the first time I've ever seen it. And, wow. But OJ's a creep. And for you to be put on some pedestal of some civil rights, you know what? You can go straight down to the bottom. Now, let's talk about a local, the YardGoats, man.
The YardGoats. Yeah, YardGoats.
All right.
Break it down, Mr. McIntosh.
Basically, I was in a meeting last week, and one official YardGoat came to a meeting and discussed. They say that the insurance company had taken over, kicked out the developer, which was Central Play, out the thing. Now they got to find out what the problem was, where the hemorrhage of the money. Then they got to find a new developer to finish off the rest of the part. Then we'll find out when we have the stadium. Until that time, everything is on hold.
And Hartford stands to lose $1 million if the YardGoats don't play in Hartford, right?
Yeah, the good thing, the good side about that is they didn't figure the extra money into the budget, which makes sense because they didn't have the revenue, so you couldn't count the revenue. But on the other side of that is the long as the developer pays, I think it's $15,000 a day or something.
Yeah,
or something like that,
$15,000 a day
to the city.
Yeah.
For the unfinished, for every day that part goes unfinished.
How do you think that looks upon Hartford in this area? You know, we years ago, back in the 90s, we lost out on the Patriots. We can't get like a sports team here.
But they said that Patriots thing was just to get
yeah, that was
money.
a little.
They just used Hartford for that.
If you look at different things happening in Hartford, where sports-wise, you had the collapse of the Civic Center, the Whaler walking out. You had semi-pro football over the years. The Hartford Knights, they disappeared. You had, I think, maybe a semi-pro women football team. I don't know if they're still around. They had a thing a couple of years ago. Last year, they was going to have a soccer team here. What happened to that?
And that failed, the soccer team. But I did hear that they're trying to get that soccer team back.
Right, guys say you possibly have soccer before the end of the summer.
They was trying to get it in Dillon Stadium.
Yeah.
But Dillon Stadium,
He said if I remember right on the news, he said he would have it done real soon and possibly have soccer. By then, he said he already filled the team and everything else. What they trying to do by the end of summer.
I hope for Hartford's sake we can get this baseball team going and get the soccer team going.
Well, you know the Bees are having a good time in New Britain laughing.
Oh yeah, they're like hee hee. Let's keep it moving now to the NBA Finals. Finally, the NBA season is over, and without me, I tried to think about it. That might have been the best finals I've seen in a very, very long time. Game 7. The Cavs win finally. And I must read a quote from Mr. Russell Romero. He's from the Cleveland area. And I asked him to send me, how do the people feel out there? And he said, Clevelanders are ecstatic about this because it instantly erases all the heartbreak of the past 52 years. People now have to get used to being a champion. It can no longer be called the mistake by the lake. All the ghosts have been exorcised. That's from Russell Romero out there.
That's a hell of a blunt he's smoking.
Man.
Really?
Now, my thing about this, I know Cleveland, the area is feeling all like this. I want to do other areas of the country that haven't won in a long time. Do they feel like, okay, like Buffalo,
Don't even try because the Phillies won, so don't even say
they don't even count. Philly don't even count.
Don't even say it.
But
He said that quick.
that's one of the most iconic
pictures I've
pictures
seen.
of LeBron hugging Kevin Love. You know, I've really felt, and I rewatched that last few minutes of the game. I was happy for the Cavs. I was rooting for them in Game 7 because they made it this far. They might as well go all the way and win it.
Yeah, LeBron carried the team.
LeBron, and once again, you had this great player in LeBron, and you also had a great supporting cast, but you might as well put Kyrie Irving up there as far as, LeBron, Kyrie in that area.
He broke through that envelope.
He's still a little immature with himself because when the shot clock was running, and he's running to take a shot, and he's running to the back. So he work on those things, but they got a team. And look, Kevin Love didn't score a lot of points, but he got 14 big rebounds.
Yeah, he played defense.
And defended Curry on that last shot. And talking about Mr. Curry.
He about to cry.
Man, he looked like that whole team. Look at the coach saying, man, we're devastated. We're going to have to take some time for this. I don't know what's up with but I'm just gonna say this. I think Curry's stock dropped about 175 points.
Yeah.
Maybe 200 points. 250.
It's like this.
275.
Curry dropped, Irvin went up.
Oh yeah. I think Irvin definitely showed that Curry unanimous MVP.
Because, like I said, if Irvin wasn't hurt last year, and when Irvin was hurt last year, he still was slowing Curry down.
Mm-hmm.
And he was hurting on a messed up knee. Okay, Curry was hurt. He got messed up leg too. Okay. But you still play.
Yeah. I think Curry needs to change how he plays. The 3-point shot is a luxury. If you get it, you're good. They think that's 3-point first. And you go I'm sure if he moved it down to the top of the key, that dude might shoot like 80-some% from the field.
True.
It seemed like to me, he also needs to put a little muscle on him.
Allen Iverson?
I don't think he tough like AI though. He ain't got that.
I grew up in the hood.
He ain't tough like AI too. But I know he want to act like a little thug sometimes, throwing a mouthpiece at people. But he ain't tough like that. The 73-9 now. Asterisk. Does it still count?
No.
In the books, technically, they did win 73 games during the regular season.
They are the best regular season team
ever
in history.
And the Patriots also went undefeated in the regular season. But they lost in they both lost the last game.
Yeah.
Damn. Which one stings most, you think? The Patriots or the Golden State one?
Golden State.
Golden State?
Because they let Cleveland come back 3-1 down. That hurts.
Yeah.
And you couldn't stop them. Okay, Draymond Green got kicked out one game.
I say the New England one hurts the most.
Yeah?
Yeah, you know how come that one hurt the most?
Why?
Because everybody expected them to steamroll.
The Giants, yeah.
They won't expect Eli to do much of nothing.
No, but
they did the same thing. Everybody thought when definitely after the first 2 games that the series was over.
No, I didn't feel that way because when Giants played the Patriots that one game before the end of the season, they played that game tough, and that was a very close game. I remember that game.
Yeah.
And I said if they ever play again, I knew that.
No, towards the end of the season, the Patriots didn't care too much because they was already in the
No,
playoff.
they were still very.
But I still say that one stings about this one. Nah,
thing?
For me, no, because I knew after that crap that went on with OKC.
Yeah. Well, I think they both sting because they both lost the last game of that season. They had these unbelievable records. Mm-hmm. They was chasing history and they lost. Golden, I have to agree with you because 3-game-to-1 lead, and they couldn't win one game out of the last. So I have to give Golden State in this 73-9, but I do think they might be back. The Cavs, the big 3, they finally did it. All of them contributed.
But you know
a person.
You know who grew up the most out of all the person on that team? To me, J.R. Smith.
Because he the one in the third quarter that came back and hit that shot. LeBron's legacy now. Does that put him up there on that level of the rest of the greats?
Well,
I say yes. The man said, I'm coming home to win a championship, and he did it.
That last pitch, I told you forgot somebody.
Who that?
You forgot the refs.
Okay. LeBron is.
You forgot the refs and a couple of other people sitting
You
up
can
there.
say that for a lot of them great teams.
That was
definitely.
The most,
you can say that for a lot of them teams.
That was the most ridiculous thing I've seen.
You can say that for a lot of them teams back in the Jordan era. Because I remember one time, dude touched Jordan in the back and they called a foul. So I remember
it
happens.
Jordan hooked the mug and scored a final shot.
No, you forgot the push off in the championship.
Jordan tripped on his own feet. They called a foul on the next person standing there.
Yeah.
But folks, LeBron had a great season, and he pulled it out. So I got to give it to him.
Still forgot the refs.
I got to give it to him. And that's all the time we have. Peace.